Hey guys, welcome back here to today's edition of The Fishing Teacher. Appreciate you guys swinging by the channel and checking the video out today. We're going to be talking about some things, in my opinion, that hold bass fishermen back from being successful in the sport. There is about 2 or 3 really key things that a lot of people make this mistake, and it really limits them from becoming just like an average or below average bass angler to a really good bass angler. And these things are easy to fix. So we're going to go over that in today's video. We're going to give you guys some tips and advice on that, and I think it's going to help everybody have some more success on the water there. Also, guys, 2 quick things before we get started here. Just want to invite everybody. We do have not only my winter, but we got my spring lake Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns up on the fishthemoment.com website. These are maps that I have built specifically for Fish the Moment over the years that give you GPS waypoints that you can download straight to your electronic unit with advice on how to fish each GPS waypoint spot, lure suggestions, lake overviews. It's just a really good resource to learn more about your favorite lake. So I'll put the lake map breakdown link in the description. And also, guys, at month of January, 30% off on my Solar Bat Series signature glasses right now. I'll put the Solar Bat link in the description to my glasses if you guys would like to get a pair at 30% off. So really appreciate that. Thanks for enduring the plugs there. Okay, what is it that holds people back from being a good angler? Let's get into this. There's a lot of things, but there's 2 or 3 that I really want to focus in on that really have a bigger impact than anything else. One of the things that you'll find out about bass fishing as you go through your sort of like your classroom of fishing, it's like you never stop becoming a student. It's like, as long as I've been doing it, I'm still a student of the sport. I got a lot to learn about fishing still, and that's the great thing about it. You'll never learn everything. You don't want to learn everything. But there's some things that I have learned, that I have observed, that keep a lot of anglers stuck in the same skill level set where they can't really raise above that. So let's sort of identify what that is. Okay, the first one is they put their energy into things in bass fishing that really, it will not allow them to grow their success in leaps and bounds. If anything, it's going to allow them to grow their success at a snail's pace. And what I'm talking about this is when you talk about terms of things that will help your bass fishing, a lot of people put a tremendous amount of emphasis in like just things like the latest new lure that came out, or the latest new lure color that came out, or something like that. Which, and don't get me wrong, that can be a big deal. That can really help you catch more fish when you have a new lure or a new color. But the thing about that success that you have with that lure, it's short-lived and it's limited. It's not something that's going to accelerate your success day in and day out over the long term. It may help you go out under the right conditions and catch more fish with a new lure or a new color, but it's still not going to do anything for your overall bass fishing education. A lot of people get into this. They get into those quick fix things, something that's easy to do, that they think they can have some immediate success with, and that is the thing that keeps them stuck in one place. The biggest thing that you have to do if you want to elevate your success level in bass fishing consistently, where you have your slow days and your bad days on the water are fewer and fewer and fewer, you have got to be a student of the bass themselves, and you have to study the fish on what they do. It's like, their moods, their seasonal patterns, how they migrate throughout the seasons, how things like water temperature and water clarity and sunlight conditions and wind speed and wind direction and fishing pressure and noise levels on the lake, how all of that affects the bass and how it affects what they want to bite and where they live at. Because every set of circumstances that you have out there, all the data that you can assimilate when you go fishing, like the lake level, specifically how clear or dirty the water is, specifically what the water temperature, the time of year. There's literally dozens of different variables. And until you understand how each one of those affects what the lures that the fish will bite, as far as like if they want to chase a lure or if they don't want to chase a lure, if they want to slow bait or whatever, and where they're going to live at, until you understand that, or at least get some type of foundational, rudimentary understanding of that, you're never going to be consistent as an angler, guys. And I know this is one of the things that's the hardest thing for me to teach, because a lot of people get bored by it. It's like, I can do a video on, say for example, if Mega Bass comes out with a new lure that's really a great lure, I can do a video on it and then a lot of people will watch it. And if I do a video on, okay, here is what bass do on a partly cloudy day when the water temperature is 75 degrees and the water visibility is 3 feet. It's like crickets. Nobody wants to watch something like that. And that's the meat and the potatoes of it. So one of the things that I would suggest is when you're trying to learn about bass fishing, and you have a lot of options to learn about it with YouTube and everything that's out there, is try to consume that information that you've been resisting before in terms of the boring stuff like seasonal patterns and seasonal movements and personalities of bass. Those are going to be the things that help you have great success consistently bass fishing. And I can talk about it, and a lot of people, it'll just go in one ear and out the other. It's like, it's not just in bass fishing, it's in life in general like that. But that is one thing, guys, that's holding a lot of people back, is they put their energy into things that just offer short-term success for them. Okay, the next one, and we've talked about this a little bit before, guys, but I cannot reiterate this enough. It's like, if you're going to have consistency in your bass fishing and you're going to do better and better and better, you have got to work on your casting skills and your boat positioning. I cannot emphasize how important this is. If you are not a master, and I'm talking about a master at casting a spinning rod, a bait caster, skipping, pitching, flipping, sidearm cast, underhand cast, everything like that, if you can't do that to sort of like an advanced level in correlation with being an advanced trolling motor operator and understanding casting angles and boat positioning, then you're never going to be that good of an angler. It's like you're going to get stuck in that rut that a lot of people stay in their entire lives because they don't work on their casting skills. They don't work on their boat positioning skills or the casting angles. I can tell you something right now. If you go into 2026 and you make a commitment to spending your time and your energy learning about bass movement behavior, and then you spend your spare time becoming the best caster that you ever have been in your whole life, guys, you are going to notice a marked increase in the success that you have on the water. It's going to be consistent. It's going to be growing over time. It's not something that's going to fade away or go away. It is the way that you become a better angler and elevate yourself in the sport. And I can sit here and say that to people, but probably 75% of the people or 80% of the people watching this video will not do it because it takes work and it's not fun and exciting, and there's not a short-term benefit on it because it takes time to learn how to cast and to position your boat and be good on the trolling motor. It takes time to understand the bass as a bass and the patterns and the nuances of bass fishing. And that's something that you just can't go out and learn in one afternoon. It's something that takes, you never learn it all. It's something that's just, it's an art form that just goes on your entire career. But I'm telling you right now, guys, that's what separates it. That is what separates the really, really good bass anglers in this country, from just the average bass anglers that never elevate their skill level. So that's one piece of advice I want to give you guys. Spend a lot of time with that. Learn to cast good. Become a student of the bass, and I can promise you'll have the best 2026 of your entire fishing career if you do that. So hope it helps out.